Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 36. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Let's go, baby.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, man. Watch the butt.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Bridgewater going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very managed. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Yo.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Play fake. Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And an update from a game going on up in Santa Clara. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins, and we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. A quick throw here out to Brown. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Mixon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31.
On second down, Mixon. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
First down. First and 10.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Bridgewater again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
and you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
First down, Bridgewater. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Bridgewater now. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
On the double. Mark 55. It's free. It's free. He's not going to get me. Ready, go. Tighten up. Hey, check 24.
Throwing, Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Bridgewater. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Check three, check three.
And a Raven first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Zip it. Hold. Yup. Motion. Check. Shift.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Our time. It's our time.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Mixon, 39 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
That's it. 45's the mic. I'm coming.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rabbit. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. What's the curl? Kill.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
45. Mike 45. Hey, tight. 45's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. 45, Mike, 45. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hayward. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 45's the mic, 45.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Check, 45's the mic. Strip that ball. 45. Mike, 45. Switch up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
You think you gonna get this? 45.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, check Mike. Any weapon. Check Mike 45. I got it. Check. Bang.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. 2nd and 4. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And now he bowls him over. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home
next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.